Hi there, and welcome to episode 17 of my survival game series. You're watching me play on the map Return to Moonbase 9, and I'm not lying this time. This is a callback to a couple episodes ago, where I instead played on Futuristic City, because I had more to say about the books on my shelf, and midway through I corrected myself. I stand by it being my least favourite map. I find it too dark, and genuinely unfun to play with. The map does have this book though, which will crash your game if you get in your inventory, so, you know, swings and roundabouts. A panda walks into a bar, he eats, shoots and leaves. So, anyway. So, yeah, again, a bit late in the day, and I'm gonna stop acknowledging that as well. As long as I get the video out the same day I expect it to, it's a win in my book. Especially since the illness and all that stuff. I'm being less harsh on myself. I do need to be a bit more organized, a bit more structured, and also I need to discuss the elephant in the room, and this will be the topic of this video, and that is napping. I nap all the time. I need to stop. Last night I was on call with my friend from the States for a very long time. We were catching up, we speak every so often, not often enough in my opinion, but you know, we fit each other in when we can. And yeah, so I was up till about 3, chatting with this individual, before lying in bed till 4, and falling asleep eventually, once I let my cat out my room. And so yeah, it was a positive night, but ultimately it left me waking up at 11 feeling... 11's so late by the way. Waking up at 11 still feeling quite tired. I had some stuff to get on with, I had to have breakfast, I had to have lunch, you know. A little bit of a brunch, if you will. And then I had a meeting with my university to talk about some internal things. And then, yeah, then my bed looked ever so delectable. And I got in, under the weighted blanket, under the sheets, and I just passed out, watching a ZF Hermitcraft video. And I slept till about 5. It's ridiculous, I don't need that much sleep in a day, but it feels great. And I'm psychotic in my way of approaching sleep and approaching naps. I don't like getting changed out of what I'm wearing to have a nap. I like the whole waking up 2 hours after the fact in my jeans and in my jumper, absolutely out of it, unsure of where I am, looking around. You know, you get that dryness in your mouth and you're like, ugh. Like when you're a child on a drive. You get home really late at night and you're absolutely baffled as to where you are. That's exactly it. And that's why I do it. But napping hasn't always been my big thing. Napping hasn't came into my life. I feel like I would have benefited from napping during my time in school. But no, that it came in afterwards. Specifically when I was working. And I had like 5 a.m. shifts. Big difference. And so I'd finish at like half 1 in the afternoon, and I'd be ready for bed. I'd get home and nap, and then I'd have the rest of the day. Come 2 o'clock, I'd have a late lunch, I'd have a great one, and then I'd be awake and realise tomorrow I have to be up at 5, and I'd get to sleep at about 2 in the morning, and again repeat the process where I would split my sleep in 2. Baffling choices there. If I were to do it again, would I do that? I don't know, maybe, probably. It worked. I got nothing but positive affirmation from doing that. But yeah. I never really minded 6 a.m. sharp, starts. I think I cared about the 8 a.m. ones. Those ones sucked. Because life is already starting for everyone else. But getting up at 5, getting up for 6 or whatever, I was ready before anyone else was up, and there was something quite nice about that. Sure, your day's ruined a bit in the middle of the day when you're taking that 2-hour nap, but then your afternoon's fully open, your evening's fully open. It's no big deal. I will say the first thing in the morning though, getting up, and then having to walk to work in my case, that did kinda suck, but we make do. Saying stuff like that though makes me baffled as to how I did it, because looking at the times I get up at the moment at like 11, how am I ever going to anything? Lectures being at 9 seems unachievable, and I guess that's the difference between needing to be at work versus potentially being able to not go to the city today, just have a day off. Anyway, that was kind of what my conversation with my university individual was today. Working through these kind of things which throw me off kilter and I don't know how to get back on track. And sleep is one of them. Food is one of them. All of this stuff is all of them. Specifically, I had the interviews at the beginning of last semester and it completely threw me out of whack. I have 6 weeks, terms pretty much, and the first week was absolutely ruined, and so 5 weeks in, 5 weeks left, I felt out of it and unable, and so I've reached out and hopefully that will go okay. I have another meeting in a couple weeks time, and so I'll probably discuss more at length then, when it has more purpose. Anyway, that's all I have time for. You've been great, this has been a great one, and thank you so much for watching. And definitely do what I'm doing. Copy me, and take care of yourself.